We're in the Gulf of Cherokee. We're the closest landmass to Coiba, the largest national park. The whole Gulf of Cherokee fills with bait. The tuna follow the bait, the marlin are following the tuna, and then you've got all these islands that provide spectacular inshore fishing. So for me, I find this is one of the greatest inshore and offshore best fishing destinations in the world.
The spearfishing here in Panama is second to none. I mean, the diversity that you get in just short runs between spots is completely different.
A lot of current, a lot of upwelling, big discrepancies in water temps from the surface to the thermocline. Sometimes we have like a 15-degree difference. You're up on the surface, the water's 83 degrees, it's pretty crystal blue, and you make your drop and you hit 50, 60 feet and you start getting into that cold, dirty, murky water. When you have those conditions, you usually know that you're gonna land on some good fish.
I can honestly say after spearfishing my entire life, I'm just as excited about all of it. I don't consider freedive spearfishing a sport. That's just my personal thing, and I don't like put that on anybody else. I think the biggest misconception is that people think we shoot whatever is in front of us. And that is completely not the case. Most of the time you're just an observer and you're seeing how different fish interact with each other. You're admiring a lot of natural beauty. It's not an easy pursuit. In fact, it's probably one of the most difficult pursuits, but rewarding, that you could ever take on, I think. I shot a tuna!
Okay.
For me, tuna, they are one of the most extraordinary things to hunt. I can't even start to explain like the whole game that it takes, how difficult it is to just get one. So vivid. You know, once you have the birds lined up, the porpoise lined up, the bait looks good, whatever it is, and it's time to go, there's not 1 second to second guess yourself. You're like a Navy SEAL dropping off these boats, taking a breath, getting down to 80 feet, finding your prey, pulling trigger. It's just like, there's very little room for error. And so it is something that I think goes a little beyond lifestyle. And I would say you need to be trained, you need to be prepared, and you need to be with the right crew.
I said I need my fix. I gotta get up, start my day. I said I need my fix. I gotta get up, start my day. I said I need my fix. Your fix may be whatever moves you, baby. I'm trying to shake this feeling. They say time of healing.
All the boys had told me that there is a big cubera, and I've never speared a cubera before, so I was the one nominated to swim down 85 feet and go do it. As soon as I even went and took a peek at this wreck, I was just like, oh God, like, I'd want nothing to do with that.
The dangers of chasing cubera snapper is that power that they possess. And the fish that Kimi went after was in a special place. You know, we went down there and just by the luck of the draw, it was just around one cable that just needed a little bit of torquing with. But it could have gone 180 degrees the other way.
It made it so much more of a moment because everybody could have been out shooting fish that day. But instead, you know, all 5 of us ended up just dedicating ourselves to one fish that we're gonna get together. And I might have been the one pulling the trigger, but I at all don't consider that solely my fish. That was teamwork. That was the perfect example of teamwork, and that's what made it so special.
It's hard to put your finger on what the dive experience is. It's gonna be different for everybody. To me, it's when you get in a rhythm late in the day, you've gotten warmed up, and you're feeling good, and you can actually just let go of any kind of feeling of anxiety and really enjoy the moment and kind of dissolve into the water. To me, that's the free diving spearfishing experience.